I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed. I heard you play a lot out there. We're talking about the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival that was out in
Yeah.
Arvada, Colorado. That's been all the talk pretty much everywhere around the jazz guitar community worldwide. It was a tremendous event. I heard you play a lot out there. It was great. But before we talk about that, what are some of the things that you noticed? What was the pluses? And tell me a little bit about your experience out there. What was it like for you?
Well, first of all, I have to say thank you to Peter Henriksen for inviting me out.
Hmm.
And, and Ted Ludwig was actually the one who put the bug in Peter's ear about having me there. Um, and yeah, you know, and yeah, it was a great hang. It was nice to see all the cats, Bruce Foreman, I met Bruce back in the early 80s
Hmm.
when he was still in San Francisco playing with Bobby Hutcherson and people like that. And Jimmy Bruno and Larry Tamanini, all these guys that I speak to on Facebook and Instagram. It's nice to see them in person. This guy named Ryan Fort contacted me. He found out that I was playing or that I was going to be, at the guitar festival, and he organized a gig for me uh, in Fort Collins or
Yeah,
Fort
Fort
Collins or
Collins.
something.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it was a nice little hit. It was two guitars, bass and drums, in a nice little restaurant with an appreciative audience. They were all there to listen. It was great. Had a great time. You know, the rhythm section was cool, and I had fun. Thank you, Ryan Fort. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I had fun. It was great. I mean, I didn't see and hear everything, but what I heard was great. Davey Mooney, I heard I heard Ted Ludwig's set with his wife. That was great. Then I played with Ted,
Yeah.
two tunes, and that was fun. And playing with Rodney was fun too. The first night it was okay, and then I did a little video clip with this guy Mason Razavi. Is that
Hmm.
his?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one. We did one for Danny Comtop, and we played on his guitars, and that was fun too. Yes, I had a great time. It was fun, and I hope to go again next year.
It was fun to hear you play.
It was. Oh, I must say, it was nice to see Fareed Haq too. I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
seen Fareed Haq since mid '90s. We were both on a recording session with Paquito de Rivera.
Right.
He recorded a couple of tunes, and I recorded a couple of tunes.
I
That's
I
kind of where we met.
I
Yeah,
love Fareed. He's a great
yeah,
human,
he's a great player
a
and
great
nice guy.
player, a great guy, humble as
Yep.
can be. He did a show. It was they had the city put up a stage, on the street,
Hmm.
up in the old town where we all hung out at the winery and all
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
Fareed did a show on that stage, organ trio thing that was
I didn't
just,
hear that.
oh, it was smoking. It was really good because
Who played organ?
it was, oh, Tony Monaco.
Tony Monaco. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony
Yeah.
Monaco played. I mean, he came out. I mean, that was pretty phenomenal. Shades of Old Pat Martino thing, it was really,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
great. It was really, really great. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I missed all of that.
oh man, it was so much.
Yeah.
That was the thing. There was so much going on, and all over the place. No matter where you went, there was this guy playing and that guy playing, and this guy playing with that guy, and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, it was great. I'm really glad that you enjoyed yourself. I think it was a treat to have you, for you to come out there and do that. I know we talked a little bit before it. You weren't quite sure what was gonna what was gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I told you before, I don't usually go to those kinds of things, so I don't
yeah.
really know what to expect. I mean, I've never been to NAM. I've never been to any of those fest. Well, I take that back. I went to a guitar show, the Woodstock Festival,
Right,
guitar festival about
right,
10 years ago
right,
when I first met Wyatt Wilkie.
right.
he asked me to come up and meet him.
What Peter's creating is new. It's
Yeah.
falls somewhere between a festival, guitar show, and I mean it's an event, and I think that the people that are coming and supporting it are seeing the birth of a new thing. And I also think that jazz guitar is experiencing a rebirth. It's a phoenix
Yeah.
kind of thing coming out of the ashes. Um,
Hmm.
you know, the fact that so many guys, like I'm going to be talking to Dan Wilson after, you know, later on today. You know, so many of
Hmm.
the guys are you know playing back. You know, they're drawing from they're drawing from the what am I trying to say? Um, the tradition more and more.
Yeah.
It's really being revered, and it was great to see. So,
Yeah.
well, I'm
There's a guy up in Vermont who's doing a similar thing, George Walker Pettit,
oh
and
yeah, I know George.
his festival is guitar heavy as well. Peter
Huh.
Bernstein and I went up there to play in a quartet together just this past festival, just a couple of months ago, and it was great. You know, they had Oz Noy and people like that, and it was great. And it was pretty much all. I'm pretty sure it was all guitar players. You know, I
Was
know.
Oz playing the Strat through the amps and the pedals and stuff?
Yes, yes, yes. Chico Pinheiro was there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, some Freddie Bryant was there, although I didn't see Freddie. He played the day before we did. You know, so yeah, the guitar festivals. I'm glad that there's one on this coast and one out there where Peter is. You know,
Yeah,
so it's
it's
great.
starting to happen.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was just great to see everybody hang for a minute. You know,
Well,
it was wonderful.
I think it was a treat for you to be there. I
And
think
it was nice to meet Peter too, Henriksen. He's a really nice guy. He's a cool guy,
Peter's Peter's
real chill.
what we used to we
You
used
know?
to say back in the day. This will date me. Peter's good people, you know,
Yeah,
and very
yeah.
very good. You know I love Peter. He's great. Ed, thanks for being with us today to share your thoughts about the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival.